Welcome to Firebird tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to see how to create database in Firebird using SQL, how to create table, how to insert data into table, how to query data, how to update and delete the data. Firebird is an open source database management system. We are going to use SQL to create database. SQL is an acronym for Standard Query Language, which is a computer language for manipulating, inserting, and deleting data. We are going to use SQL is two sub-language, data definition language and data manipulation language. Data definition language is SQL command that allow user to create, drop, and alter database. Data manipulation language is a SQL command for inserting, deleting, and updating data. We are going to use the command front to create the database. First of all, when you launch your command front, you are going to change the directory to locate where your Firebird is installed. We are going to use the command cd, that is we are on C drive. Then we are going to the program files. Then we go to Firebird. Then we are going to Firebird 2.5. Firebird is on different version. So if you are running Firebird 2.5, go to cd Firebird 2.5. Then we are going to bin. When we are in bin, we are going to run SQL, that is iSQL, which will allow us to run the SQL command to create the database. iSQL, yes, it is run. That is use, connect, or create database to specify a database. It is telling you that you can create or connect to the database that you have created before. So we are going to create a new database now. Create database. Then we specify the path we want to the database to locate. Let's say we are going to put and C. Then we use single quote. Let's say we are going to create on C. C. Let's go to user. Let's say we are going to user Firebird. Then desktop. That is, we want database to locate on desktop. So we follow the path. That is from C. We are going to user Firebird. Firebird is the name you give to your computer. Maybe you are not. Maybe you give a different name to your computer. Then you locate the name and put it, and then go desktop and then you specify the name of database. Let's say Wani.fdb, that is Firebird extension. Then you press enter. Then it will telling you to put the username and password of the database. Firebird database come with standard username and password. The username is sysdba. Sys, you put insert single quote. sysdba Then password is master key. The username is in capital letters, while the password in small letters. Then you put semicolon. Every SQL command should terminate with semicolon. Then you press enter. Yes, our database has been created, so we can go to our desktop and locate our database. Okay, then since our database has been created, now we are going to create a table. So we are going to show to create table. Create table. Then we specify the name of the table. Let's say records. Then we put bracket, normal bracket. If you like, you can press enter. If you like, you can do all the code in single line. Let's press enter. Let's specify the first column ID. Data type is int. Let's say not null. That is, it cannot contain null value. You separate the field name with comma. Then let's say name. Data type is batcher. Then let's specify the length of the name. Let's say 30. Then you put comma to say. Then let's say h. Let's give it integer. Let's say not null. That is cannot be null. Let's say email again. Batcher. Let's specify the length. If we like, we can make the ID to be primary key. Let's say primary key will be ID. Then you close the open bracket, normal bracket that was open before. Then you put semicolon. Press enter. There is problem. Okay, let's run again. Create table. Let's say records. ID integer not null. Say name batcher. Length will be 30. Let's say h int not null. Email batcher. It is 30 at the length. Okay, let's forget about primary key now. Let's close the bracket, then semicolon, then we press enter. Yes, table has been created. So since we have created our table, we can insert data into our table using SQL command. Insert into our table name is record. We say values, then open the bracket. 1 for ID, we separate with comma. Then the name using single quote. Let's say Yusuf S Hamza. Then we close the single quote. We separate with comma. Then the age, let's say 20, comma. Then the email using single quote. Say Yusuf S Hamza at gmail.com. Then we close the single quote. That is, each field that its data type is better. When entering the data, we shall put the data in a single quote, while the integer does not need to be in single quote, just a number is okay. Then we close the bracket, semicolon, then we press enter. Yes, our value has been inserted. Then we can search to see if our data is intact. Let's say select asterisk, that is select all. When I put asterisk, I mean select all the data in the database from then my table name, records, then I put semicolon, enter. Yes, I can see my records, ID 1, name Yusuf S. Hamza, the age is 20, while email yusufshamza@gmail.com. Now, if you like, you can add another data into your table using SQL command again. Insert into records values, then ID should be 2, name Abubakar Wani, then say 50 as the age is followed with comma, then email address say Wani software at wani.info. Then we close the single quote. Then we close our bracket, press semicolon, enter. Yes, another data has been inserted. Then we can update our data. Or before, let's start to see the data. Select all from record, then semicolon. Yes, I have 2 records. One Yusuf S. Hamza with age 20, email yusufshamza@gmail.com, and the second Abubakar Gwani with age 50, Gwani software at gwani.info. Yes, now if we like, we can update our data. Let's say we have entered the data and there's change in the maybe name, age, or email address we want to change. Then we can use SQL command to update the data. For example, let's say update. Then we specify the table name. Let's say records. Then we say set name equals to Badamasi. Let's say where ID is equals to 1. That it will look for record with ID 1 and update the name to be Badamasi. Okay, let's run semicolon and press enter. Yes, our data has been updated. Let's start to see. Select all from record, semicolon, enter. Yes, instead of Yusuf S. Hamza, that is the first record, it has been updated to Badamasi. That is how you can update your record using SQL command. Then we can delete records. Maybe we enter the record and once again we don't want the record to be exist again. So we can use SQL command to delete that record. That is delete. Delete from records where ID is equals to 1. We are going to delete the first record. When deleting the record, if you want to delete all the data in the table, you just say delete from record. You are not going. You don't need to specify the ID or anything again. You can just say delete from record. It will delete all the data in the database. So we say delete from record where ID equals to 1. Let's run again. Let's run to see. Yes, our data has been deleted. Let's start to see. Select all from records, semicolon. Yes, we are left with Abubakar Gwani as our data. That is, we have deleted the first record. So with this, we have got to the end of this tutorial. Okay, till we meet again. Don't forget our company is, or our site is www.gwanisoftware.com. Thank you all. Thank you for listening.